Good morning, my fellow followers. Today is Monday. I'm doing this recording 3 hours before the market opens today. Let's log into my Robinhood account. I'm currently sitting at $5,342.33. We're already down for the day because the stock market is reacting to the stimulus package that the government is working on. They do not know if it's gonna pass or not. They were working on it over the weekend, so this affects a lot the market on the price if it's gonna go up or down. There's a lot of uncertainty here going on. I'm doing this video to talk about Nano Dimensions. That Nano Dimensions is a 3D printing company. They print out electric components. They were up to around 740, something like that, on Friday, and currently they just fell. They've gone down because they did a stock offering that we're gonna go over. Last week's close was basically in 744, so the status was they opened on Friday at 753. The highs were 796 and the lows were 706. So they were hovering around this. They were around the $7 mark. Nano Dimensions. So I currently have one share. I used to have 15 shares, but I sold out because my average cost was $3.68. So I took my profits. If I'm not mistaken, they were in the high six. It's right here when I sold. 14 shares at $6.61. So basically I made a $3 profit for each of my shares. I'm waiting for them to re-dip, if possible under $5, to jump back in, and that's when I'll rebuy shares around my 14, or I might buy a little bit more of these shares, because this is a growth stock that is basically starting. Now let's go over here to Safari. I was doing a little bit of research about them, what they basically do, and why their stock is plunging. It says 3D printing stocks. Why Nano Dimensions, NNDM, that's the ticker symbol, stock is plunging today, and this was done on November 20th. Getting hit hard on Friday. They are offering shares also today. It's around $6 per share, so that also, with the market uncertainty, is going to bring down the price, like I said, hopefully into the $5 range, if I could buy some more shares of this stock. Right now it says here stocks are taking a beating on Friday morning. This was Friday morning, and as one of the top 3D printing stocks, Wall Street is taking notice. So there's a lot of people talking about this stock, and remember, this was back there in November. So we going over to what's going on with this stock for the last basically 30 days. This massive drop comes after the firm announced a $100 million direct offering where it will sell 25 million American depository shares for $4 per share. That was back then. That was when I jumped in. That I got my shares for just under $4. This was back in November. But right now, we're going to find the most recent news here in Yahoo Finance. And this is today, December 6th at 9:45 p.m. Sorry, this was yesterday. This news came out. Nano Dimension prices 180 million registered direct offerings. So as we saw last time in November, they did 25 million share offerings at $4, and it went under $4. So hopefully now with this another share offering they're doing now, and with the market uncertainty, hopefully the price will go down to the low $5, around $5.40, $5.50 or less will be a perfect price range to jump in. This is a long-term hold. You could buy extra shares around, let's say if you normally buy 25 shares, if you can, well, you're gonna want to buy 35 or 40 maybe. Like this, when the spot price goes back up to the $7 range, you could take some profit and make some of your money back and just hold the 25 initial shares you wanted. Now, if normally you hold 100 shares of a certain stock, try to get 110, 125 shares. Like this, when the stock goes up to a certain amount, around 15, 25% of your profit, you could sell all those shares you got extra. Like if you normally keep 100, you got 125. Well, the 25 shares, you sell them to take the profit, and you keep your 100 shares. Right here it says here, Nano Dimensions, a leading manufactured electronics, printed electronics provider, announced it has entered into definitive agreements with investors for the sale of 30 million of the company's American depository shares at a price of $6 per share. So that means basically they're gonna almost flood the market at $6 per share. So my recommendation would be, let's see if it goes down to the 550 range, and you buy, let's go back to the example, you buy 100 shares, you're gonna buy 100 shares. Well, you're gonna wanna buy 50 shares, and you're gonna monitor the price to see if it's gonna keep going down. If it keeps going down, you're gonna start buying shares 5 or 10 at a time to keep to lowering your average price range. Now, if you see it starts kicking up a little bit, don't worry about it. You know, you can still buy 5 extra shares depending how high it goes. You buy 5 a little bit, 5 more. But normally it's going to go up and down. It's going to be in this price range between 580 to 540 today. I'm thinking that's going to be the range of this stock. It might go lower. This is just for today. By Wednesday or Friday, especially if the stimulus goes through, this stock will reach again probably the $7 range and or more. This is just my opinion. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your homework on every suggestion or recommendation I'm giving on this channel. Okay, the gross proceeds of this offerings will be approximately $180 million, which they will get basically $180 million. If we subtract all the fees and all this involved in this, they'll probably keep around 170, let's say, million. All the 170 million would go into operating expenses, maybe more development, more research, more ads, more promoting. So basically, it will just help the company grow. This is not a bad thing. When a company offers shares, it's not a bad thing. This means that the company needs money to grow. That's all it is. So it says here the company intended to use the net process for working capital and for other general corporate purposes. The pursuing strategic opportunities include possible business combination transactions. So possible business combination transactions. This being said, that they could maybe buy or unite with another company that's basically doing the same thing as them. So this could bring up, depending what company it is, it could dramatically bring up the rate of this company on the extra 50 to 80% in one day, depending. That's if they merge with a real good company that has a high value. A division of Former Financial Management Inc. is acting as a solo proprietor. Okay, Think Equality, they basically approved it. Okay, now we're going to go over and look at what is actually Nano Dimensions. I went into the website here. You could look it up. It's up there, nano-di.com, Nano Dimensions. For more detailed information about the financials and all that, you go to the menus, you go to investors, and you go to right here to investor presentation. This is where they demonstrate their numbers, what they're expecting, what are their plans in the business, the financial information, how much is their expense, how much is their income, how much they're spending on development, on research. On any company you want to do research on, you could just Google them, and they always have this menu area. They have those 3 little lines on the top right corner. Sometimes it's on the left corner. If not, you could scroll all the way down to the very end of the page. And a lot of times it's also down here, like right now, you see it's right there, investors. So you could click on it right there. Basically Every single company is set up the same way on their website. So that's where you could get their money, how much money they have, how much capital they're working with, how much money is coming in, how much money is coming out, how much debt they have in the investor presentation and in the investor column or area. That's where you can find all those details about any company you want information of. Remember, always do your homework on companies you are going to invest your money in. Okay, let's go over a little bit about their website of Nano Dimensions. Like I said, I currently hold just one share because I took my profits and I'm looking to get in at a price range between $5.50 or lower. And I will try to build up my position in this company to at least 50 shares. I am not a millionaire. I don't have thousands of dollars laying around. I work on a daily basis. I'm currently doing this video inside my truck. About to just drive, just before driving off. So let's see, let's see what they do. This is the equipment they have. It's a very fancy computer, basically. Like this is a very good idea for these small to large companies that normally outsource any like chips they have or any let's go down here. Let's see what they do. You see the 3D additive fabrication service is Nano. So this is basically for like computer components or maybe electronic motors for cars now that everything's electronic. Aviation probably might use all these capabilities and use case. Discover how additive manufacturing of printed electronics is solving traditional development challenges in a new way and ramping up manufacturing in the industry 4.0 era. So they do AME circuit with integrated functional capacitors, low pass filters. They can print out. These are all printable electronics. These are printed by the machine we saw earlier on top. 3D MID, AME circuit with side mounting and insert components, vertically stacked integrated circuits, and RF antennas. This is all printable. So basically, if a company requires this in any stage of their manufacturing or assembly, they could basically print out their components in-house, so they don't have to depend on a third party, a manufacturer, to ship them whatever electronic component they need to assemble their product. Like right now, what happened, a lot of companies got disrupted because they couldn't get their hands into materials they needed to manufacture electronic components, like maybe, let's say, motherboards. So this company, Nano Dimensions, with their printers, if a company buys their printers, they could print most of their components in-house, so they don't depend on a third-party company to manufacture the parts they need to assemble, let's say, a motherboard, let's say any component they need for an electronic vehicle, for aviation. They could print it all in-house. This is the Dragonfly, I guess this one's called. Yeah, you can see it right there on the name. It's a Dragonfly. This is their machine here, one of their probably machines. And it'll be a precision adaptive manufacturing system for electronics. So this is their electronic printing. This is a Nano Dimensions Dragonfly LDM system. Is a one-stop solution for Angular hardware development and innovative circuit design across a wide array of industries. Explore its capabilities. Obviously, we're not going to go through every single thing. I'm just giving you a overview of what the company is. I invite you guys to do your own research. Just Google it, nano/di.com, and you could also sometimes you might be surprised of what we've been achieving as humans a lot of times with these companies, that you say that you might think this was not possible, and actually it is possible. We're in 2020 already, and we're printing out electronic components. And this is just basically a start. If we could print out something electronically, an electronic component, imagine the possibilities of 3D printing. 3D additive fabrication services, pioneer capabilities, markets and applications. So we got research. There it goes. It's showing like a kind of some sort of a chip there on a motherboard or something. They got aerospace, because aerospace, remember the aerospace is basically designed on lightweight components. The lighter the components, the better. And that also goes to aviation. The defense department could use them for different aspects of their electronic capabilities. Medical, automotive, and industry. You know, they had to do a lot of research, I'm guessing, in this. ANME opens fundamental new research opportunities without the boundaries of traditional manufacturing. Aerospace, additive manufacturing of electronics solves many of the design challenges of the aviation industry. The defense, medical, these are all the fields. Talk to an expert. They have a nice video here of what empowering innovation at Nano on YouTube. So you can look on YouTube to see what videos they have. Okay, now, so let's go back again to my Robinhood account. This is like Nano Dimension. It keeps going down. It's falling already in after hours, which is this morning, $1.44, 20%. So hopefully we might get it in that 55.50 range or less. This company, this is a $7 plus stock. ARC Investment is a large investment firm in disruptive innovation. It's currently at $5.99 now. It just went down to $5.99. So we on track to go to that $5.50 price range. They've been buying a lot of stocks of this company. I'm guessing once this stock goes back down to like the 5.50 range, they're gonna reload up. So this is my price range, $5.50 or less, to buy around 25 to 50 shares of Nano Dimensions. And like I said, once it goes back to the $7 range, I'll sell 25 to 50% of my position in Nano Dimensions to take my profit back. So I want to wish everybody a nice Monday morning. Hopefully we got a green day in the market. Everybody's making money. Please give me a thumbs up and follow me. And leave any comments of any information you like me to go over with, or on a video. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day, everyone.